Hey guys! Welcome back to Dream Daddy. I'm really hoping that I'm able to get a good ending this time. Like, okay. So, what I need to do is figure out which freaking daddy I want to date. In order to do that, I need a coin. I don't really have a coin on me. Okay. I have a quarter. I'm gonna flip it. First I'll choose between Damien and Hugo. Heads is Damien, tails is Hugo. Alright, so tails. So now I'm gonna pit Hugo with Brian. Heads is Brian, tails is Hugo. I love it when they land right behind my computer. It's tails, so I'm going to Hugo. Alright. Hugo it is. Alright. Let's do this. I navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Wanna hang out sometime? I wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me, and I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones is sick. Is there any way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment. Man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Mornin', Manda. Mornin', Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Aww.
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Dad.
Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40+ hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? Top 40s pop? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? Well, I thought it was fine. There was nothing really out of the ordinary for me. I had friends who... Oh no, they all wronged me in some way, shape, or form. They were terrible to me. And wait, I was terrible to them too. It's all rushing back to me. Middle school was awful. I had repressed it for so long.
Yeah.
Dad, did we just have a breakthrough? I think we did. See? Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was to the clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore?
Whoa.
No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past.
Oh.
Anyway, you should just do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Amanda, I get kinda weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. All those whales, Amanda. What, are you worried that a whale is gonna pop out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Yes! Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, do they have penguins there? Yes, they have penguins there.
Alright.
Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down at the computer computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. I arrive at the aquarium to find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddle around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me, looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar.
Oh.
Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups, so we're off to a good start. Can you guys put your phones away? All of the kids look up for a moment to stare at Hugo, then they go back to texting. Wow, that is so respectful. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all. We'll see. Aw, look at all that blue! The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out massive stapled packets of paper to each kid. Of course, 'cause it's not a field trip if you don't get some work in. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet?
Oh.
Honestly, it's just busy work so the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes to think about the Great Barrier Reef. Teacher hacks. I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Yes.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. Isn't that a lionfish?
Ah.
That right there is a lionfish! Did you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? I didn't know that. Whoa.
Ah.
Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore.
Oh.
You think that's bad? Take a look at this one over here. Hugo points to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
Hey.
That's a stonefish, the most venomous fish in the world. And they just, like, keep it here? Oh, they're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Oh.
Tissue necrosis. Your skin, like, falls off and stuff, right? Cool. Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the humphead wrasse. Blue-nosed wigglyfish, American longfin. He probably knows that. That's the, humphead wrasse.
Oh.
Yeah? Did you know that? Paranormal, psychiatric, political. You wouldn't be in paranormal, would you? This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression. Wait, are you serious? Probably not. I'm playing it for the gag here.
Yes.
Ha! Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leaves my side to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside of the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Ah.
I walk over to join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? 'Cause I think we could take a hint. We can learn a great deal from Mother Ocean. Are those two sharks kissing? Is that too soon? I forgot what you like. I'd rather stare at you! What? Oh no! I put it on too thick! He's bright red though, that's cute! So I sort of don't regret it. I mean, I'd rather not stare at you at all. No, Richard, please, you could have played it off as a joke. Hugo looks confused. Great save, Richard. That's awful. I mean, never mind. Forget I said anything. I'm sorry. I'm suddenly very sweaty. I search around for a fish tank to dunk my head into to cool down. We stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands? Why does everybody have well-moisturized hands? First Joseph, now me? Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Richard? Oh, I think I'm good. I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun. And informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed, the horseshoe crabs only little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank. Slowly dipping my hand into the cold water, I touch a stingray as it glides past me. See? Not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my hand back in to touch the tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull it away, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away Wait. That girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that? Are backpacks usually that wet? Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after a middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Wanna tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks? Wanna tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I had a bud go down for that once. He came out a changed man, said he missed the bars. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do.
Oh.
Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. I hope whatever's inside it is okay. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Huh?
Hugo leans down and unzips the bag. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back into the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. I know, I'm sorry. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside, where he was gonna die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo. He gives me a pat on the shoulder.
Oh.
Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surround us.
Oh.
Look over here. Hugo points to some seahorses gathered at the bottom of a tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth.
Ah.
That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. A low murmur from the students. They just jump back on their phones. Wow, they're missing out. Fun fact, male seahorses can even give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard.
Hmm.
I wonder if they have to deal with their kids' awkward teenage years too, all however many thousands of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo.
Oh.
It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. It better not be closed. Do we get to see the penguins?
Oh.
Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Oh, look at them! Our group of kids run around on the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass of the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
Huh?
Hugo suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure. Wait, just kidding, it's very bad! Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. Not surprised. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Hugo looks around. I'll create a distraction. Hugo runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody. I have an announcement. The whole room turns towards Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everybody just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and am greeted by a cold blast of air. Psst! Hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here! Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go! They deserve freedom! Where are they even going to? They're gonna live in my closet! Look, I just don't even have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin! Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Try to relate to her. I'm relatable, right? I think back to the time I released all of the feeder mice from the pet store. It was a disaster. I was 6, but it was a disaster. Molly, you know, life can be cruel. Money! Give me money! I should have just bribed her. I will give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. I latch into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button in here. Is that enough? Pay me the other 8 later and we have a deal. We move to shake on our agreement before I suddenly realize there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Is this the minigame?
Block that.
Is that Molly? Molly, you little shit. Oh, I'm smacking them. Get! Get in there! Oh, I had 2 penguins, but I guess that's okay. Whew. I almost had a heart attack. Whew, glad that's over. Just in time, too. Looks like Hugo's wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech.
Oh.
And that's why I think that penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out of a sense of duty. Everybody starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that the penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was the thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Sweet Manchego.
What? I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs off towards Susan. I suppose that's so they can compare animal thief notes.
Oh.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Ah.
Richard, did you just bribe a child? Can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. Listen, man, we've all done dark things in our lives. I'm not the young, bright-eyed youth I used to be. That person believed in a world where you wouldn't have to bribe children to save a penguin. The me today knows different. I only wish I could go back.
Ah.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back out to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium and the kids load onto the buses, Hugo pulls me aside.
Ah.
Hey, Richard, thank you so much for helping out today. You're a lifesaver. It was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? I am all about cheese boards. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where the panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Ugh.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw.
Yeah.
You gotta go into the penguin enclosure. Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. But he gets flustered real easily, so I can't outright say to his face that I want to look at him forever and always. I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud? He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father.
I'd like to turn another page in this book.
Oh.
Welcome. You've got dads.
I know I do. Let's try again. Next date. I should take Hugo up on his offer to hang out. I had a lot of fun with him at the aquarium. Okay, so jokes don't really do it for him. I gotta be a genuine person. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey, still want a cheese board? Hugo responds within a few minutes. Colin is still being a humongous shithead. He won't stop sending the same picture of Jackie Chan in a mesh shirt to the printer, and it's a nice picture, but it's wasting all my paper. Whoops, sorry, meant that for another teacher, but seriously, he's insufferable. There's pictures of Jackie Chan everywhere. I type back. Save a couple for me. My Jackie Chan scrapbook is a little light on content, and I think this would really round it out. Ha! Let me get back to you after class ends. I stand up from the computer and stretch. Well, guess there's only one thing to do now. Take a nap? Dad nap. Ah, yeah, we're on the same wavelength, man. I hop on the couch and turn on some Antiques Road Warrior for background noise. I got this ornate cabinet from a yard sale for $5 in 1982. To be told that it once belonged to a Confederate general is a huge surprise. This will feed my tribe for weeks. I really like the way the appraiser's voice echoes through the mouthpiece of his leather armor/bondage gear. Maybe this is that ASMR thing Amanda keeps telling me about. Buddy, it's not. It really is not. I drift off to sleep. I'm jolted awake by a Dadbook message from Hugo. Hey, sorry about that. Colin's in the principal's office now. He says he knows Jackie Chan personally and that Jackie won't be happy to hear this. I fumble out a reply after this. I get off work in a little while, and I continue to be very serious about the cheese boards. Yeah, so am I. Hugo and I work out the details, and I'm all set to meet him in a few hours. Amanda walks in the door just as I'm about to leave. What's up, Buttercup? Just getting home from school? Where are you going? Oh, I have a meeting with the board. The cheese board? The board? A cheese board is what I meant. I'm getting cheese with your teacher. Will you be able to fend for yourself until dinner time? Yeah, I'll live, but only if you can talk to him into going easy on me for the final. Sorry, buddy, that ball's in your court. What's in my court, you ask? Just a variety of delicious cheeses, meats, and their accompanying crackers. Maybe some olives, a little bit of fig jam.
Dad.
Yes, I get it. You're excited about the cheese. Sweetie, you'll get it one day. But now, I gotta go see a man about some manchego. Please leave. I walk into a quaint French diner, and Hugo waves me down to a booth in the corner. He looks pretty tired. Long day? Every day is a long day when you teach middle schoolers. Colin started a gambling ring. The pictures of Jackie Chan were just a cover. He's bartering in those little rubber band bracelets that are also shapes. Is that the one that parents think means sex stuff? Those ones, yeah. But the reports are just the sensationalist news media capitalizing on the fears of suburban parents, as usual. At least I hope. Yikes.
Oh.
Right now, I'm very ready for a wine and cheese, I guess. A waitress stops by and takes our order for the biggest cheese plate you have. For the love of God, just please put the cheese in my mouth. And recommends us some wine. Was that me that, ordered that? Do you two want a scorecard for trivia? Yes! There's trivia? Yep, we're starting in a few minutes. Pretty much everyone here is playing.
Oh.
We'd love to play, right, Richard? Yes, we want to play. I love trivia. I suck at it, but I still want to play. Yeah, sure. The waitress hands us a scorecard and a few pencils before leaving. I might not be much help here. I'm not very good at being smart, I guess. But I got muscles. You're into that, right, Hugo? You like the strong dad arms? Come on, I doubt it'll be too hard. Richard! I turn to see Matt and Brian here with their daughters, looking like they're ready for trivia. They come up to our table to greet us. Man, I'm so glad that Brian gets to one-up me on everything, including trivia! That's just great. Thanks. At whoever decided to make this a thing, thanks. I totally appreciate it being wound up yet again. They come up to our table to greet us. Hey guys, you all here for the old question and answer game?
Hey.
Yep, we come here every week, but Brian and Daisy carry the team. Carmen and I are just here for the cheese. Provolone 2, lost in New York, have been reigning champions for the last month. Man, Brian's great at trivia too. That raises the stakes. Great name, though. Solid team name. That's Carmen's claim to fame. It hurts me how good I am at puns. Like father, like daughter.
Hey.
You guys gonna try to give us a run for our money? We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do to not hurt your feelings too bad. The cheese will taste so much better with a side of victory. Hugo and I bump fists. Tag team champions. We'll have to think of a good team name, but I think this'll be fun. Good luck! Brian, Matt, and their daughters head back to their table. Well, I guess we need a name.
Oh.
Got any good ideas? Something cheese-themed. We can't have them one-up us on team names, too. Easy breezy, beautiful. Cover girl. Havarti like it's 1999. Ah, real monsters. Craigslist Swiss connections. I really like Havarti like it's 1999. Havarti like it's 1999? That'll do just nicely. The waitress comes by with our cheese board, and we revel in its glory. Already I can see a piece of cheddar with my name on it. I pair it with some strawberry preserves, and slide into dairy-induced ecstasy. There's such a fine variety of cheese and charcuterie, whatever, that I'm positively overwhelmed. A quick dip into the seasonal nuts, a slice of savory yet salty Gouda, or perhaps a focaccia crisp topped with honey and goat cheese. I'm so happy. Hugo raises his glass at me.
Yes.
Cheers to cheese! Hey, hey! A middle-aged... What are you doing here? This is the third story you've been in. This... What are you doing here? Quinn? Quill? Quaid? Quill? Quill? A middle-aged man in a backwards baseball cap, sunglasses, and cargo shorts jogs out of the back with the frenetic energy of a radio DJ. Okay, what's your name? Quinn. Yeah, Quinn. Honestly, real talk, Quinn, if I see you in the next dad route that I attempt, I'm gonna be pulling out all the stops. I bet something fishy's gonna be going on with you. If I see you in four routes in a row, I would be inclined to believe you are either, like, the overall villain of this game, or a secret dad route, because let's be honest, you totally look like you'd be a dad. If you just took off that frickin' hat and started having better fashion, kinda reminds me of, like, a young competitive dad, soft dad Brian. Or maybe, remember they talked about the frickin' Maple Bay vampire. Maybe that's this guy. This guy's just been ruining everyone's lives on the down low. I mean, look at those teeth. They're sharp. If anyone were a vampire, it'd totally be him. Everybody ready for some trivia? The restaurant cheers. Woo! Oh man, looks like everyone's really into this. That's what I like to hear. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Quizmaster Quinn. My actual name's Richard. I just like alliteration. Your name better not be Richard. That's my name. I can't deal with that. More cheers. Woohoo! I see some of you brought your children here tonight. That's cool. My children won't speak to me. Good talk. Haha, I'm just joking around. Classic Quizmaster Quinn humor. It's actually my wife that won't speak to me. She doesn't want kids. Let's get into some questions. The first category is literature. Ooh, you should be good at this, Hugo. Come on, you're good at this, right? Excellent. You know who loved literature? My dead father. I looked up to him so much. Are you okay, Quinn? More jokes! Classic Quizmaster quips. Just trying to keep it light here, folks. Just like I thought my wife was the light of my life. Hugo, you got this literature stuff, right?
Hey.
Does Franz Kafka have an irrational fear of one day waking up as a large, grotesque, insect-like creature? Yes? This is the continent that encompassed the realm of Gondor, Rohan, Mordor, and Lothlorien. Other notable sites include Isengard, the Mirkwood, and Rivendell. What is the Elvish name for this continent? Endor?
Correctamundo.
Woo! Thanks, Brian! Who was the writer that created Tarzan and John Carter of Mars? Nathaniel Hawthorne?
Rongo.
Edmond Dantes is better known as this man. The Count of Monte Cristo?
Correct.
Yes! The Quizmaster walks around the room. I think he's doing crowd work. He stops by mine and Hugo's table. Whoa, nice cheese plate you got there. You touch one, you're dead. Thank you? How's that cheese tasting, big guy? Good. Haha, great. Cheese used to be my favorite food, but I developed a lactose intolerance later in life. I'm sorry to hear that. I also developed clinical depression! Oh. But people don't tell you to just get over your lactose intolerance, right? Nobody's like, have you tried exercising to get rid of your debilitating dairy allergy? Or you just need to choose to not let your throat close up when you eat brie. Same. Anything? Does that scan? I'm trying to workshop my routine here. Quizmaster Quinn wanders off to another table. Who wants to start the next round? More cheers from the audience. The next round is cinema. Oh man, I love movies. Sometimes I'll retreat into them for days on end because obsessing over a fictional universe is easier than engaging with my real emotions and problems. I relate to that on such a spiritual level. Like, ugh. Frodo Baggins, am I right? Is he okay?
Oh.
I think it's just his character. I hope. How's your cinema? Spotty. I don't know a lot about movies, but if there are any questions about bad horror movies, I can be of service. That's an interesting one. It's a bit of a guilty pleasure. In Return of the Jedi, what does Luke ask Leia if she remembers? Their mother.
Correct.
What entertainer makes a fourth wall break appearance in the film Gremlins 2? God, I didn't watch Gremlins 2. I heard that Gremlins 2 was awful, so I should just stick with watching Gremlins 1. Charlie Sheen?
Incorrect.
Brian, don't mock me. Which of these 80s horror movies did... Oh, die is not... Oh, that's a typo. Which of these 80s horror movies did not feature an Indian burial ground as part of its setting?
No.
Shit. Seems like we're doing pretty well, but we're neck and neck with Brian and Matt's team. Those guys are pros. How are we neck and neck? I look over to their table and give them a friendly but competitive nod. I lock eyes with Brian. He gets a much sterner nod. And the next category is wrestling. Okay, we're totally boned. Hugo grabs my arm.
Oh.
Wait, I got this. Huh? Man, you know who I'd want to wrestle with? Literally anyone. I crave human interaction. Please put me in a chokehold. Please! It has been so long since I've been held. I can only process my emotions by making jokes out of them. I'm sorry. Let's start the quiz! Remember that this is the lightning round. The first people to answer get the points. I look over to Hugo. He's focused. He's in it to win it. Question 1. This was the original name of Stone Cold Steve Austin in his debut for the WWE. Hey! They meant, that was a thing earlier in, Robert's route. It was like Austin 316, or was it Steve 316? Something. I don't know, but that was a part of it. Is that like a prominent thing? I have no idea. Hugo's hand shoots up. Yes? Yes, the enthusiastic one over there. Steve Austin debuted as the ringmaster. That is correct. Points to Havarti like it's 1999. Next question. This city was the location of the first ever WrestleMania. Hugo's hand shoots up again. Yes, the one who looks like he has known the answer for his entire life.
Hey.
The first WrestleMania was held in New York, New York at Madison Square Garden in 1985.
Correct.
Another correct answer for Havarti like it's 1999. Hugo's destroying these questions. He's so passionate about this. I've never seen him act like this before. It's honestly kinda hot. Ooh, a tough one. This title match went down in history as the shortest match at WrestleMania to date. Hugo jumps up, more excited than I've ever seen him. Aw, that's sweet. Chavo versus Kane.
Incorrect.
Oh, sorry, Bucko, but that is incorrect. The answer is actually Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania 28.
I'm not angry.
No, that's
Just
absolutely
disappointed.
wrong. The real record is Chavo Guerrero versus Kane, WrestleMania 24, March 30th, 2008. Kane took down Chavo with one chokeslam and pinned him for the 3 count. I will not stand for this travesty. Hey man, I'm just reading from the card here. I don't actually write these. Well, you're still wrong. What are you, my ex-wife? The crowd erupts in laughter. Hugo blushes. He retreats back into his chair. I'm sorry, baby! Oh, I should have been the one to make you blush. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Fine. Wow, Hugo seemed really fired up about that. Where did he get this encyclopedic knowledge of wrestling? How do you know so much about wrestling? Oh, you just pick stuff up. That sounds suspect, but it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. I turn my attention back to the quizmaster. All right. Looks like we're down to the final category, and it's a close one between Provolone 2, Lost in New York, Ryan and Matt high five, and Havarti like it's 1999. Hugo and I high five. We look over to Brian and Matt, Carmen and Daisy, all playfully give us thumbs down and stick their tongues out. I eat a big chunk of cheddar without breaking eye contact to show them just how serious I am. The final category is cool animals. Animals, huh? I never could take care of another living thing. Hell, I can barely take care of myself. Haha, I'm falling apart. Quinn, please, I know I was suspicious of you near the beginning of this, but buddy, are you okay? Do you want to talk or something? You want to go get some coffee? Talk about your feelings? Cool. The Canary Islands were named after what kind of animal? Canaries? Fish? No, wait, what did... I wasn't reading. Oh my god, what is the last animal that appears in the dictionary? Probably a zebra. Zebra, zebu? Type of American. That's probably it.
Correct.
What mammal has the thickest concentration of fur in nature? Thickest. Wouldn't it be a polar bear?
Incorrect.
Fight me. Alright, I'm just gonna come around and collect your scorecards, and we'll see who came out on top. Remember, the winning team gets a $25 gift card to Phil's Auto Care. If you need a car part, Phil's will fulfill all your needs. Is this town literally just filled with people who enjoy making puns? Everyone oohs and ahs. God, I want that gift card. The quizmaster goes in the back to tally up the score. I pick at what's left of our cheese plate. There's a bit of brie here that tastes absolutely divine on a cracker, with a little bit of honey and dried apricot.
Ah.
So what are your plans after our big win? I'll probably retire, take Amanda somewhere tropical, drink something out of a coconut. Always wanted to do that. What about you? Probably take my winnings to Colin's gambling ring, bet it all on black, walk out of there with more rubber bands in the shape of animals than I know what to do with. Bold, but I like your style.
Hey.
You want the last piece of Havarti? Nah, that's all you. You definitely earned it. After a couple of minutes, the quizmaster jogs back into the room. Everyone immediately quiets down, waiting with bated breath for the results. Who will win the coveted gift card? Probably not us. I literally answered fish to that first question. What are the Canary Islands named after? Canaries are birds, so the answer is fish, right? God, I'm so embarrassed about that. I wasn't even thinking. I really hope it's us. Hey everybody! We've had a great night. Lots of goofs, lots of laughs, a little bit of light crying in the back, but that's neither here nor there. It was a close game, but the winner of tonight's trivia contest is... drumroll please. Provolone 2! Lost in... That's not good. That's not good. I didn't do good. I didn't... You know, Hugo, you deserve better. Hold the phone! Okay. We won. We freaking won. And it turns out, no, the Canary Islands were not named after canaries. They were named after the Latin word for dog. Canaria? I don't know. I already got rid of that tab. I may or may not have cheated, but Hugo is worth it. Hugo, dear, you are so worth it. I motion for Hugo to go get the gift card, and he shyly slinks out of the booth to grab it. He pauses for a moment and gives the quizmaster a hug with a few pats on the back. The quizmaster sobs, just a little. Hugo makes a... Oh, bye, Matt. Hugo makes a victory lap back to our table and gives me a high five. Yeah. Havarti like it's 1999 is unstoppable. Havarti like it's 1999 is great. May Havarti like it's 1999 reign for 1,000 years. Hey, great work, guys. You guys did awesome. Will we be seeing Havarti like it's 1999 again next week? I look over at Hugo, who smiles. Maybe so. We make a pretty good team, huh, Hugo?
Hey.
Hugo blushes. Ah, you see? Aha. I love you too, baby. Mwah. Hugo and I walk back toward our cul-de-sac, basking in the glow of our win and nursing our cheese-filled bellies. Man, we crushed it in there.
Hey.
Finally, enduring the screams of young children for years on end has paid off. I will take my half of this gift card and use it to purchase many, many air fresheners for my car, which Ernest refuses to stop vaping in. I think I'll use my half to buy at least 2 tire pressure gauges to place in different parts of my garage. You never know when you're going to need one, and I prefer to have them within arm's reach. A fine plan. Shame about that one wrestling question, though.
Um.
I'm not kidding. I plan to write a strongly worded letter to whoever employed that man. Come on, there's gotta be a story there. What do you mean? You didn't even stop to think. You pulled that wrestling knowledge out like you were there at the ring yourself. Oh, it's just stuff I know. I want to know. I'm sorry. Is this going to be another mistake? Because you deserve better, Hugo. Hugo, I figured you'd be better at lying after dealing with every kid in school for as long as you have. It's embarrassing. Alright, I'll drop it. Alright. But hey, good trivia night. Let's get the band back together soon.
Oh.
Certainly. Hugo and I say our goodbyes, and I make my way back home. It only takes me a minute to walk back home. Amanda's sitting on the couch, reading a book about female photographers. Wow, I thought you didn't like reading. I don't. This book is all pictures. And even then my patience is being tried.
Ugh.
Did you get to eat all of the cheese your little heart desired? I am a happy little cheese monster. But I made sure to leave room for dinner. Who wants breakfast for dinner? Hash browns! Okay.
Yes.
Toast dipped in egg! All blueberry pancakes! Well, only if you'll help me make them. You know I'm the world's best blueberry sprinkler, and also totally amazing at heating up the maple syrup in the microwave. Now tell me all about that cheese board. Amanda and I spent the evening cooking an elaborate breakfast with everything we can find inside the fridge. How was that? Was that a better date? I cheated for you, Hugo!
I'd like to turn another page in this book.
But it was a B. I could have done better. How come my brie is so low? I ate the cheese.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Third time's the charm, am I right? Let me save it first. Alright. I'm sure I can commit to this daddy. If the daddies can commit to me for once! Ever since the first night at Charcuterie Pies, Hugo and I have made a point out of weekly visits to trivia night. Havarti like it's 1999 has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2 Lost in New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car, thanks to all of the Phil's Auto Care gift cards we're receiving. Air fresheners, car chargers, you name it, Amanda's riding in the lap of luxury. Aside from the trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up, and he seems to be having a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him, maybe help him take his mind off of screaming teenagers. Books? He likes books, but I would have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books in a month than I've read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. Was that something that I missed out on because I didn't press enough? I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe... Whatever. Let's roll the dice. I think I have a plan. Hey, alright folks, looks like we finally have the points tallied and we're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me, because I've finally seen just how beautiful and loving my wife is. A few weeks ago, all of the regulars staged an intervention for Quizmaster Quinn. We sat down in a circle and told him that we wanted to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us they adopted a dog together. I love you forever, my Quizmaster Queen. I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer. There were things to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is, for the fourth week in a row, Havarti like it's 1999. Hugo and I cheer our small slices of camembert, and I go up to accept our gift card along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn. May Havarti like it's 1999's reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife. We make our celebratory rounds of high fives to the rest of the teams, and sit down to finish our cheese bread. We make our celebratory round of high fives to the rest of the teams and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of burrata with pesto and slices of tomato. Hey, I got a surprise for you. For me? Yes, and for once it isn't more cheese.
Ah.
Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest. I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide it over to Hugo. Oh. Hugo picks up the book and reads the title aloud. Harry Butt's Crapper Keeper? I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you probably already own every classical piece of literature, so, I thought this would be fun. Richard, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I feel like this was a bad idea. You should have run it by me first, man. For when you're pooping.
Ah.
Hugo laughs. Okay, you're taking it in stride. I appreciate that. You should flip through it. Hugo looks up at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple pages, he comes across the small gift I strategically hid inside.
Oh.
You're kidding me! Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in.
Ah.
You're kidding me. Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside of the Crapper Keeper. That's so romantic. This is to the World Federation of Wrestling's Power Slam series. You've been working so hard lately, I thought you'd like them. Like them?
Hey.
I love this. Thank you. But wait, there's two? Yeah, I figured we could go together.
Whoa.
You'd go with me? Heck yeah! I'd need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up, walks around the table, and effortlessly picks me up in a bear hug! Oh, that's sweet. Has he been this strong the whole time? Are you secretly like an old school wrestler, man? Thank you. I let out a little squeak to sort of say, you're welcome. It's the night. Oh, look at you! You're so casual! It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up at my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. So, it's fake, right?
Oh.
Well, yes and no. While wrestling and the act of hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes result in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. I still can't get over how his shirt says, Genuine Wrestle Boy. Who's Pablo? I've never even heard of him. Historically, wrestling as we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and the people who actually believed it to be real and would bet on these matches were called marks. That we know it's technically fake but still choose to suspend our disbelief makes us smarks, smart marks. So, I should be watching this for the acrobatics? And the tension, and the drama, and even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell a good story. You just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story, despite a ridiculous premise. Wow. What? I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan. Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am, but because it's considered kind of lowbrow, I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me. Till now? Hugo smiles to himself.
Ah.
Till now.
Oh.
Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way up the set of stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I'd thought we'd gotten good seats, but by this point, the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. I'm sorry, Hugo. I'm sorry. I thought I got us tickets on the lower level. I look over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement.
Oh.
This is so cool. I guess he doesn't mind. I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these since I was a kid. What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even gonna see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay.
Hmm?
I guess you're right. So, what do we have to look forward to tonight?
Hmm.
Oh man, the lineup is stacked. All of the matches are going to be great, but the one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match. The Eastern Dragon? Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar, but I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestler names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah! Yeah! Represent. Oh, so that's what your shirt is from. Yep, I've been following this guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals. Who's he up against? The corporate shill. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler, and I don't even think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though.
Oh.
The stadium lights dim, and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system, and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd in Mill Creek, Massachusetts! We're in Massachusetts? Who's ready to power slam? Hugo and I scream, wow, wow, wow! We watch two wrestlers, the Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match. The crowd eats it up.
Hmm?
The Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman not from the North Pole? He's from Georgia, actually. After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. I don't know what's... Kill him, Johnny! Elbow the heck out of him, Johnny! Show that Southern Dandy some North Pole manners! Johnny Snowman does indeed elbow the heck out of him. That's gotta hurt. Oh god, is he okay?
Oh.
Wrestling is a sport of communication. All of these guys train together to know not only how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only be kind of hurt. The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K, who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfies with fans on the way up to the ring and pauses after everyone to post it onto Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh? He's sort of the boogeyman to old-timer wrestling fans. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided in who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with the flash on his camera phone and is able to pin him to win the match. He takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. During a break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stand. We wind our way through clusters of wrestling fans to get to the line. So, what do you think so far? It's actually really cool. This is amazing. Why didn't I get into wrestling sooner? You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids. Everyone looks super happy to be here.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time. There's one gaggle of kids loitering in a corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. It better not be that Susan and... what was her name? Marmaduke. Oh god, I know these kids. They're Hugo's students. So, don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up. Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again. I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over at the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work. Colin, if he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. What's the plan? You created a diversion for me, I'll create a diversion for you. No, sneaking mission. We gotta be sneaky if we're gonna get back in that ring unscathed. How quiet are you? I've gotten pretty good at sneaking up on students who are texting under their desks during class, so I can be pretty quiet if I need be. Perfect. We just need to find some cover to hide behind as we navigate back to our seats. Where to? Quick, get inside of my shirt! No, I feel like we'd hide behind. Hugo, blend in with the other shirts. What? Just follow my lead. I stand as still as I can next to all of the merchandise, still as, some would say, a mannequin. Without turning my head and while remaining as motionless as possible, I speak to Hugo. I think it's working. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief. Whew, that was close. Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity within a large crowd, unless they do like something like they do at ball games or basketball games, where they have the camera and they focus on 2 people in the crowd. As long as that doesn't happen to us, we're good. But honestly, what are the odds that amongst all these people, that would happen to specifically us? The lights dim again.
Yes.
This is the match we've been waiting for! The corporate shill walks out to elevator music. He's wearing a 3-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeves off of his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The corporate shill grabs a microphone. I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you'll refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how much I'm about to kick your ass. The whole crowd erupts. Whoa! Graphs! Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron... Oh no. We all look up at a PowerPoint presentation titled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass, Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shill takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. The lights dim again and pan flute music plays. I think it's a pan flute? I'm actually not sure if I know what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out to cheers from the crowd. Aren't, pan flutes a Central America thing? Hugo shrugs.
Oh.
Wrestling. The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs a microphone. Corporate shill, it's nice to see you again. More cheers from the crowd. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. He points to the corporate shill menacingly. I'm looking forward to a nice and exciting match. I love how, positive you are. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here.
Oh.
He's not the best at trash talk, but I promise, he's one of the most talented wrestlers you'll ever see. The match starts, and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that make me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the corporate shill. The air in the stadium is electric as these 2 athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The corporate shill pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up to the top rope and motions to the cheering crowd. Oh no, he's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder. That's a real good finishing move, actually. He's gonna climb the corporate ladder. That's really good. Wow. The best writing I've seen forever. I love this game. The corporate shill poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon!
Oh.
You can do it, Eastern Dragon! The corporate shill launches off the top rope in a huge arch. He brings his elbow down onto the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company putting local vendors out of business. Honestly, it sounds like he hit the stage. The corporate shill pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair. Man, he should have won that. I sit down with Hugo. What a match. It was amazing. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now? Hugo looks over to me and our eyes catch. I'm glad. The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely they would ever notice us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing! Oh no, all of my nightmares are about to be realized in this one moment. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raucous cheers from the crowd. Aw, that's so nice! Buddy, this is like such a big setup. Like, oh no, I'm so sorry, Hugo. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I. Called it. Freaking called it.
What?
What? What? What do I do here? I look over to Hugo and see the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. Protect Hugo's identity. I jump in front of Hugo and start giving the camera the finger. They can't show that on television, can they? The camera immediately moves on. I guess all of this sweaty violence is fine, but a finger isn't. Thanks. I think? Should I have kissed you? Would you have been totally into kissing? Hold up.
Ah. Sweet Manchego.
I slowly lean in. Oh. That's actually really cute. That's actually really cute. I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna keep that. So much for laying low, I guess. The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into the wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so we wouldn't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. By the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We warily keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by my car. Man, that was an experience. Right? It's one thing to watch it on TV, but to be there in person is just... wow. Thank you, again. I would have never gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and Hugo, in front of the car, in an empty parking lot. I look down. Kind of funny. About the kiss cam, huh? Yeah, it was super funny. But neither of us are smiling. We look into each other's eyes and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt! I turn around to see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us. A duffel bag slung over his shoulder. He's a wrestler, isn't he? He looks so beat up, poor guy. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Huh?
Oh my god. Yeah, I got it from a trade with this guy from streetsmarks.net. I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The name's like, J something. JD Slaminger? Hugo, is there... Don't tell me that don't tell me that this date has been for nothing because he's just gonna be romanced by this wrestler. Or is it like just like a fan thing? Yeah, that's him! JD Slaminger. Those are my write-ups. You're a JD Slaminger? You're kidding! Oh man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand.
Ah.
I'm honored. Ah, man, I wish I could stay and chat. I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely. The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again. Is there any chance you could sign my shirt? Oh, so it is the Eastern Dragon. The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing! Wait. It all finally clicks into place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon! I love your work! Thank you, man. The Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon.
Oh.
He likes my work. Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now. He's gonna PM me! Hugo and I high five. He's so excited, he's shaking. Mr. Vega? Oh no. What a way to put a damper on this mood! Annoying middle schoolers! Ugh. Oh man. Colin and his cronies just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no, here we go.
Huh?
Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way out here. What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend. Ha! Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker. Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed. Nah, man. That's actually rad as hell. Who were you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends. Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp. Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers. Oh yeah? How did I get his autograph then? Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger. See you in class, bitch. Oh, God, Hugo! Woo! Whew, Hugo. You can't say that. Who's gonna believe you? Hugo and I hop into the car to the tune of more children screaming. We laugh all the way home. That was great, Hugo. I'm so proud of you. Hugo and I... his wrestling man cave. That's cute. Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into his wrestling man cave where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately.
Oh.
J.D. Slaminger, my forum name. I gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishing move would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony. That's really cute, Hugo. Oh my god. Wow. I've given it a lot of thought. What about you? I would be... Dad. Mario Brawltolly. Bomb Clancy, like John Clancy. Mario Brawltolly. Mario Brawltolly. I come out in bright orange Crocs and my hair in a ponytail while I yield a slotted spoon. My finishing move is Don't Forgetty My Spaghetti, where I pin my opponent and force feed them my delicious homemade meatballs. I'm just now realizing that I don't know any actual wrestling moves. You know, I could teach you some. I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it.
Oh.
I'll go easy on you. On Mario Brawltolly? Absolutely not. And before I know it, I'm on the floor. Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move. This is a figure 4 leg lock. If I were applying full force right now, you would be in extreme pain. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless. And this is an arm bar. You're... pretty good. You can tap out anytime you like. Not a chance. Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest.
Oh.
And this is me pinning you. Our faces are inches apart right now. I can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. Go for it. I'm not a coward. You can't call me a coward. I lean forward and kiss Hugo, who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back, a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission hold on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine, and we laugh. I guess we both win? Guess so. I pull him back in for another kiss. Do you have any more moves to show me? I think I might have a few. Yeah, minigame! No, not minigame. That's just the game. That's alright. Tell me it wasn't a bee. Yeah!
That so good you gave me goosebumps.
Nice. Alright, so again, fast forward to the tree scene. What are you doing here? Richard! Quizmaster! And, like, Spin Master, I guess. Hey, who's ready for a crazy graduation party? You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just a party. What do you mean? It's the, you know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close. You deserve it. Just like me and my loving wife deserve happiness, right? You know it. Richard! Alright, so it was just Quinn being weird in there. Alright. Oh, hi Ernest, what are you doing here? I turned to see Ernest, looking like he has something to say. Hey Ernest. Thanks for being nice to my dad. Whoa. People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too. But, he seems happy when you're around, so, that's cool. Well, geez, Ernest, I don't know what to say. You know, I think people got you pegged wrong. You've got a soft side. If you tell anyone about this, or that you saw me weeping at the theater, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire. Weeping at the... Oh, that's interesting! Oh! He's talking about when frickin' Robert and I went to the theater and he was crying over the frickin' rom-com. I didn't know things bled through like that. Interesting. There it is. Also, you don't know me. Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him. Well, that was at least a little pleasant. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat next to Hugo. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Hugo, thanks so much for dropping by.
Hey,
Absolutely, I'm so glad I could come. And everything was fine after the Colin incident? He actually told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling, but it backfired on him. Now the kids have a weird sort of respect for me now, and a few of them even asked me to be the sponsor for their wrestling club. Not the Olympic wrestling. The wrestling that I like. I actually like both, but there is an important distinction, and I think you know which one I'm talking about. See? Just goes to show there's nothing wrong with being open about what you like. And speaking of being open about what you like, I take his hand in mine. Oh. Richard. I'm so You too? You too?! 3 daddies in the row. Is it me? Of course it's me, are you kidding? There's gotta be some sort of, like, thing here. Like, there's gotta be some sort of, like, strategy. I'm so flattered. But I don't really think of you like that. I quickly retract my hand. Got it. Sorry.
hey.
Nothing to be sorry about, Richard. I hope you know that I value your friendship very much.
Oh,
And at the end of the day, I still need a wrestling buddy. And even more than that, I need a good friend. You game? Hugo, you know it. The last guests begin to make their way out of the party, and this is when I talk with Amanda. Bye, Amanda. Team Myers. Forever. Okay, so I'm starting to think that, okay, so you know there are like a bunch of different types of dialogue. Sometimes when you pick a good dialogue, hearts come out of the character. Other times when you pick different dialogue, like eggplants and like sweat emojis come out of the character, I guess. I think those are 2 different things being measured. The eggplants and shit is like sexual attraction, but the hearts are romantic attraction. So based on what kind of ending you have to have either one or the other. If you have the same amount of both, you're just gonna get a neutral friend ending. Which, I mean, I don't mind, but like, I wanna know all the endings. So I think, like, for Joseph, I don't think Joseph actually went that bad. Like, we were together, and even though he stayed with Mary, we're still kind of an item, I guess. So, I think that's because maybe I got an extreme amount of eggplants on his route. Like, more so than hearts. So that just means I need to find... okay. I'm just thinking about that. So I think that means I'll go through all of the routes. I'll record them for you guys. No matter what ending I'll get, I'll put them up once I run through them once. And then after I run through them all, I think on my own time, I'm gonna figure out what the eggplant and heart endings are, if they even account to different endings. And I don't think I'll redo the endings and show them. I think that's something that I will leave up to you guys, whether or not you guys want to look up to see if people have done that, or if you want to play the game on your own. I'll leave that up to you. But yeah, if you want to play the game on your own, it's $15 on Steam. I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link in the description below, just in case. So that was freaking Hugo's route. I did not know he was into wrestling. That was great. I'm enjoying that. So, 3 out of 7 daddies. Fantastic. Like, wow. This is definitely something. Alright, so that was Hugo's route in Dream Daddy. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys for the next video.